Now we're going to switch things and talk about a very exciting event that is coming up. I am joined by Liza, Suzanne. I was going to say Lisa because that's what it looks like here on my paper, but it's not that. And then I don't have your guys' names. Will you please introduce yourselves to me?
This is my wife, Imogene.
Okay.
Goodshot, Arquero.
Nice to meet you.
And I'm Dominic, Arquero.
Thank you so much for being here, both of you. We have an exciting powwow coming up. Will you give me the dates and times?
The powwow is August 23rd,
Okay.
the weekend of Santa Fe Indian Market, starting at 5 p.m., going to about 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Wonderful. How many participants do you expect, or tribes?
I would imagine anywhere from 150 to 200 different representation of tribes. The majority of them, the local area from the Southwest, but we do have people from up north, Lakota country, Nebraska, Montana, different areas, because there's a lot of visiting artists coming in for Indian Market at that time also.
Which just draws everything all together,
yes,
which
yes.
we can talk a little bit about. We're going to talk a little bit about Indian Market coming up in the show a little bit later, so we'll kind of tease and preview that there. But this is put on, is it put on through the GCC?
It's put on through the city, and several years ago, the director at the time, Martin Lujan, was colleagues with someone that was working with the public schools, the late Tony Quiver, and he had started a nonprofit called Youth 2000, and so they started a benefit powwow for kids.
Oh, neat.
And it was so successful, we transformed the basketball gym into a powwow arena.
Oh, how cool.
It was so successful that we decided to have one during Indian Market as well, and for a while we were running 2 a year. And then we switched to just doing the one during Indian Market. So it is actually the City of Santa Fe powwow. And this one during August is in its 10th year.
Wow.
And the art on our flyer that's also on our t-shirts was drawn by Dominic. Dominic and Imogene both vend at Indian Market.
Beautiful.
And so one of the great things about the powwow is that we have artists' booths. So there's lots of vending, and anyone can rent a booth. It's $40 plus a $10 special event license. And we have people like the Arqueros who are at Indian Market every single year to just regular craft artists that are selling, who knows, any little
things that they might have created this year. Right. How neat.
So some of it is authentic Indian art, and some of it is just anybody that wants to try selling something. We had some kids last year that crocheted some really cool scarves out of recycled material. So
everything. And it just goes to show how when you loop in probably the dancing and the powwow and some of the more cultural things with the art and put them both together, you get a more complete story of what you're taking home and that piece that you're taking home.
It gives us an opportunity to share not only our culture, but who we are as Indian people. And this gives us an ability kind of to give back to the community, because there's a lot of events going on that weekend, even that night. And some of them range, a high price entry fee, and some of them are very low, and this gives an opportunity for families to bring everybody with them, along with non-natives to come in to enjoy a little bit of culture at a minimum price.